Hi, welcome to Closet Coaching. I've been talking a lot about binge eating lately and wanted to actually spend some time talking about body image because it's been a while, I feel like. And something that came to mind working with a client yesterday was like, you know how you'll hear, it's not about your body. The same way you'll hear like it's not really about the food. I believe that. However, I think that there's a part that is about your body and a part that is about food. I think that's relevant just because we live in a culture that values those things. And so there is part of it that is that. But I remember when people used to tell me, like, this isn't about your body, or it's not about food. And I would be like, especially with the body, I'd be like, yes, it is. Like, I was like, yes, it is. If my body was fine, or like if I thought my body was like acceptable, I'd be good. I'd be good to go. Like, just send me off into the world to be fine. I know it. Like, I really did. And now that I have done that work, I feel like there's a part of it, yes, because there's privilege involved in having a body that's easy. Like, that's not like a target, or like that's just like where no one can accuse you of being something. Like, there's some ease and privilege in that that's real. So I do to some extent believe that like there is that element. However, on this side of things, I also recognize to a much larger degree how much of it wasn't my body, and like there was so much more depth of it, like that emotional charge of the way that I felt about my body was related to other things. And I think, and like the reason that this happened that I recognize now is because it is so much easier to take all the stuff of life and put it into your body, because your body is something you're taught you can control. And like we, in theory, can do something about that. There's ways to take action on that. And like, even if we fail repeatedly, there's like this idea that it's our fault. So if we just fix ourselves somehow, if we get it right, then we fix something that feels like there's like that's out of our control otherwise. Because when we address the actual stuff of our life, like feeling like we don't belong, or we're not safe, or we're judged, or we're unhappy, or we don't even know what we want in our lives. We're meaningless, like purposelessness, these bigger concepts. There's no direction for that. There's no map. There's no 30-day fix. There's nothing. And in some cases, there's just no answers. So having a body that you can pour all that energy into is, even though it feels terrible at times, body image can feel like a life suck, but it's easier than dealing with the other stuff. Even if it doesn't necessarily feel easier, the reason it is because there's a perceived level of control you can have, or you imagine that you can have over it, and that keeps you going, rather than this other, like these bigger things. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case you're new to my account and haven't heard me talk about that before. That's one of my philosophies of binge eating, of body image, and how I coach as well. Looking at the body stuff, but also looking at the deeper stuff and what's going on there, because that is just weaved into the charge that we have about our bodies. So anyway, okay, I'll see you later.